Hello everyone, I'm Isobin, I've just found in. And today we are back with more Seduce Me Otome. We're going to continue on exploring some of the different paths. This is not a blind LP, but I am by no means an expert. I will be doing a lot of skipping, so if you're interested in seeing all of the scenes, I recommend going back to the very first video in the series and watching from there till now. Let us begin a new game, shall we?
Why, hello.
Name-wise, this time I am going with the name Trich. It is actually the name of one of my City of Hero characters from back in the day. And yeah, let us continue on.
A lovely name.
And here we go again, into our first set of decisions. For the name of our company, I would go with Dragon Company this time.
Booyah! Dragon Company it is!
I know, right? Good times. You know what? I wish I was fast getting out of here. As someone who is railroad clumsy, moving about quickly in a classroom was something that just never happened for me, so I was usually last one out of the room. So it is kind of enviable to watch that first person out every time, and knowing that will probably never be me. And we're back to skipping. And I'm gonna join my friend in her extra spicy food ways, because why not? Nom nom nom. Let's live. All the spicy. And my parents and grandpa in funeral and abuse and... life of a teenager. You know what? Zuzu's right, Naomi.
Of course you would side with her!
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot this LP, haven't I? And there's Lisette and my dad, and... Let's try again reaching out to him. Because one day it'll end in good, right? Or else we're literally dealing with the definition of insanity and doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Although I have managed to get different outcomes in other aspects of this game. And I'm at my new house, and the boys, and you know what? Nope, still don't like you. Punch.
Ow!
Yes, I am violent. Who would guess? I don't like being taken advantage of. And I will protect myself. Because, you know, it is creepy watching someone sleep. Well, unless you're in a relationship with them where you're sharing a bed, and otherwise, you know, it's just creepy. And murder fairy squirrel, and you know what? Still don't want it. You can have it.
What? I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
the thought.
Let's go to dinner. You know what? I don't really feel like sharing with you. No offense. I'm sure you're very nice and very good listener, but no. Yeah, maybe another time. We skip. Eric being inappropriate. He also gets mad because my girl has some rage issues, apparently. Although this would tie back to Trich being a
That's
scrapper.
going to sting.
And a cat girl. Different life, I guess. And we're back to skipping, and the boys are being cute, and Grandpa flashback, and...
Still, that's no Oh, let them have a... Really, you...
Final.
Still...
But I did. Stifle that incoming laugh. And then we're back into the game. And my parents want me to throw a party, and the boys are going to do all the work because they're my slaves, servants. They're my servants. Yeah. They're my servants. As well as, they're in your head. You're crazy girls. I'm just saying. And we know they totally don't believe that. But then we go and we have breakfast together, and it's cool, and it's great, and... You know, what do I want to do today? Do I want to help the boys, or do I want to go hang out with my friends? You know, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. Bye-bye.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm totally sure. Let's go. We're in the car. Zuzu was talking about her love of spicy foods, and I want her to teach me, because that sounds awesome. As someone that actually used to really like jalapeno peppers.
You just need to eat spicy food all the time. You gotta
And kill
tame
your
your
taste
mouth.
buds. I mean, tame your mouth. Let's go to the arcade today. Let us go practice the killing of things and stuff. Yes? That is a fun girly thing. And it's time for the party, and you know what, to be honest, I'm not ready, but... because I really don't like the timed question section. I'm just really not good at it. But here we go. Okay, we got this. On what? And Dad is here, and the boys are getting
Oh
the
my.
door 'cause
It was
they know
prob-
their place. I mean, they are helping me
I
tonight.
guess the servants counted as...
And, you know, we're trying to
Gorgeous.
rationalize why there's
You
5
look
men
so
living with
lovely.
me. You know, the teenager in high school. Because that equation can only end in good.
Your mother's right.
I do look all grown up because I'm pretty.
I
We're
assume
skipping.
the entire...
Can we
to
please
be-
just get to the timed questions already? Okay, here we go. Okay, people are coming to talk to me. Let's do this.
So, how do you feel living on your own at such a young age?
It's cool.
I'm so
sure with
sorry
murdering my
about your
parents, to be
grandfather
honest,
passing
'cause
away.
doing
It
my own laundry
really hit all of us
sucks.
hard.
Oh yeah, Grandpa passing. How do I feel about that? Thank you for your condolences.
Do you have college plans?
No. No. Why would I have that? Yes, I do. Because, you know, it sounds like the mature thing to say, even though I really don't.
What do you think will happen with the company now that your grandfather has passed?
It's hard to say. I'm not an executive or anything.
What do you think of the philanthropic policy the company has?
It reflects my own.
Do you think the company should expand from just toys?
Oh, I think there's more toys we can make, truthfully. It's a possibility. Phew, night over. And Mom is here, and she's trying to hook me up with pretty boy Andrew, and no. Well, let's be at least polite and take his hand. You know, a handshake can go a long way. Sup?
I'm honored to be invited here.
Aw, you're adorable. And thank you.
You're welcome. Praise is very much
And my dad doesn't like him, even though Mom kinda does. And I'm just gonna stay put, even though my guest left, because my dad was being rude to him, even though I'm the host. I should really be smoothing things over, but yeah. This is why you don't let a teenager host an adult... Yeah. This is why you don't let a teenager host an adult party, by the way. And we're back to skipping, and our unwanted guest is here, and he can just fuck off. Yeah, bitch, I don't like you. Bring it. I'm going to duck his attack because I'm awesome like that. And we're skipping again. Now what to do? You know what? Let's go explore the house. Because why not? Let's go wander. Let's try opening the drawer because clearly the secrets must be mine. Give me your secrets. I don't want to disturb the boys. I'm just gonna go chill by myself. Laters. And I want some pizza for lunch. And I'm gonna skip, and I'll let the boys eat when they're ready to eat. I'm just gonna go up to my room by myself. Chill. Do some things. And we're back to skipping. Oh, what do I want to do today? What do I want to do? I think I'm just gonna chill in my room, you know? Let's see, what mischief in my room should I get up to? I mean, how should I entertain myself? You know what? Let's browse the internet. Let's see what's in that browser history, girl. Come on. Ah, the internet. It was a seductive beauty on my laptop computer screen. What kind of websites are you going to, young lady? I decided that the best way to spend my day was in my bed, rummaging through the glorious world that was the internet. I still have questions what websites are you going to, young lady. But yeah, it is there's many an hour that can be wasted on the internets. Getting comfy on my bed, I logged on into my laptop and opened a browser. Automatically, it brought up me to my email. 7 new college emails. Great. Yay. It was almost perfect order. Harvard, Stanford, and 3 other business-oriented schools had emailed me invitations to visit their campus. I sighed and rolled my shoulders. Girl, could you sound a little more excited? Those are really good schools. Sunday, no work day. I closed out and rolled into Roller. If it weren't for the overly dramatic hate on the site, Roller could practically be the greatest website ever created. GIFs, facts, hate, and blogs, all in one beautifully crafted blue website, perfect for wasting time and entertaining yourself. By Roller, do they mean something like Tumblr? I'm an old, so pardon me if I'm not up to date with all of the social media stuff you kids are into these days. I barely know how to do YouTube, let's be honest. That's just, weird, I guess. Or is Roller like Tumblr, Twitter combined? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I really should change my theme, but to what? I sighed and let the thought slip from my mind. What replaced it, though, was the reality I was in. Yeah, you're living with 5 incubi. That sounds like a really... Well, it could either be a really good anime or a really bad anime. Magic. Huh. I decided to search for demons in the search bar of Roller. As expected, all that came up were pictures, either photoshopped or digitally drawn, a fictitious idea of demons. Horns, wings, sharp teeth, blood. The whole stereotype was in the result page. I'm learning stuff. I couldn't help but smirk about. If only the world knew the truth, how many posts would explode? All of them. All of them. As I scrolled, one post caught my attention. Chicago fantasy? Pfft, that sounds lame. I skimmed through the post to see snapshots of Chicago and a long essay from a user named The Raven That Got Kissed. That is a name. Did they write fanfiction too? Weird name. The essay talked about demons appearing at the worst possible times, as a vampire war was starting up in the dark corners of Chicago. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. Really, girl? Really? Vampires? Well, if demons were real, why not vampires? That is a valid point. At the very end, however, the writer made a cute advertisement about an establishment called The Raven's Kiss, which was a hipster gothic-style coffee shop in the outskirts of Chicago. Oh, road trip, let's go. Come on, let's go, call the girls. We're going, it's gonna be great. I'm sure Trich has some black dresses. It'll be great, let's go. Huh, I'll check it out sometime. Yes, do it. I continued to skim through Roller, losing track of time until my stomach started growling for dinner. And now we're back to skipping. Because, you know, it is interesting seeing what options there are out there. And apologies, my phone is making a noise. And we're back. And it's an uneventful night. And we go to school. And you know what, girl? I'm gonna glare into your soul. Because, quite frankly, I am getting tired of you, Lizette. I glared hard at Lizette, feeling wisps of air and magic run through my skin and veins. However, I stopped at what I saw. Hello? We know that silhouette by now, don't we? That looks an awful lot like Diana. Around Lizette was a dark purple aura that seemed all too familiar. Yeah, especially if you've watched other installments of this LP. It was like demon magic, but it seemed to be tamer. I slowly rose to my feet, collecting my belongings as I continued to stare at Lizette. Something was off. As I continued to look at her, the aura grew, forming a shadow behind Lizette with red eye-like shapes glowing from within its darkness.
Anderson, you alright?
No, I'm not. But, yeah. Dot. Dot indeed. I couldn't respond. I was entranced by a small hum in the air. Oh, cool, you can actually hear that in the game's music. It was distant and almost like an ethereal whisper you'd hear in horror games, but it was real. It sounded vaguely of a woman humming a tune I didn't recognize.
Hey, are you okay?
No, I'm not. Does anyone else hear the humming? Is red lyrium involved? Am I going to become blighted? What's going on? Let's go. We'll be late for class. I suddenly felt the need to walk away, so I did. Naomi and Zuzu scrambled to catch up and followed at my new, quickened pace.
Sheesh, Anderson. You look like you saw a ghost.
I kinda did. Just a little, you know. I'm just gonna say, because that was, weird. It was really weird. And we're back, and let's continue on.
Are you really okay? That fall was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. It opened up my third eye, though, so everything's gonna be great. Yes.
Think she saw underneath Lisette's cake face and saw the devil itself.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah.
Oh, Suzu, hush!
Or not. Maybe she has a point. Trich, ... No, something was wrong with Lizette. It was more than just her being mean. There was something, or someone, watching over Lizette. I have so many questions now. Why? How? Is a purple pencil involved? You know, the important things. Or they were watching me behind Lizette. That's also kind of creepy. Why would that be watching me? I've never seen it before. What were they doing? I didn't know, but it was definitely demonic. Close. And the rest of the day is quiet. Until I get kidnapped, because I can't have nice things in this world. You know what, Alex? I dodged you before. I told you to fuck off. Now we're gonna fight. Let's go. And we're gonna skip this, and Grandpa's here to protect us. Magic's now, and the boys are getting out. Grandma comes with her pet demon, and I get to make a choice. And so far, a lot of our choices have been... Actually, I'm gonna skip back and save real quick before I make this decision. Because things and stuff can happen here. A lot of things and stuff can happen here. Because with this choice, there's a few different paths we can go down right now. And just debating which ending we should go for. You know what? Diana girl, let's make a deal with each other. And I don't mean the corny 70s game show. Let's make a deal. We are both reasonable women, are we not? Then I remembered. Demons had a conscience. They weren't heartless without reason. She could be reasoned with. Exactly. Because we have yet to try reasoning with this woman. She seemed like a businesswoman, in a ball gown that showed off her cleavage and legs. And her perfect flowing hair. Wait!
What? You're wasting my time.
No, girl, I'm not wasting your time. What about a deal, huh? Diana raised an eyebrow. I was afraid she wasn't going to listen. What if she was as ruthless as I imagined her to be?
I'm listening.
Okay, let's go time. I got this. Wait, really? Was she really willing to listen to me? She didn't drop me in the pit of death, but she didn't let me out of her spell. Choose your words carefully. Now is as good a time as any to try to reason. These memories are precious to me, but they're not worth me losing my life. Exactly.
Of course.
I mean, if I die, people will wonder and try to find explanations to why I died or where I disappeared to.
Then just hand over your memories.
No, we're getting there, girl. What if I traded them to you instead? You seem like a reasonable businesswoman. A trade is better than forcing me to give in, right? Indeed. This was insane. No, girl, this is great. I didn't even know she was willing to listen. She already had me hanging over a pit of death. The only thing I could hope for was her being forgiving enough to listen to reason.
Well, speak your terms. What do you want in exchange?
A pony. No, that's not it. Not to die. That's always a good thing. I let out a relieved sigh. She was willing to listen further. Well, what can you give me in return for them?
I'm a demon. I can give you anything within reason. Money, men, women, power.
Ooh,
Name it. Just make it worth the price.
really? That is fascinating, Deanna, darling. She could really get me anything? My mind began to wander. What did I want? Yeah, what do you want? You know what? I need to go back and save real quick again. My apologies. Mostly because, like I've said, I am by no means an expert in this game. But I do enjoy it quite a bit. What do I want? Well, Trich. Trich wants power, quite frankly. Gimme. Deanna raised an eyebrow at me.
What kind of power?
All the power. Anything. I just want to have it. Yeah, let's leave something ill-defined with a succubi. Good idea.
You want power, but don't know what kind of power you want. Interesting, human.
Exactly. I watched as Deanna walked over to me and gripped my chin. She examined my face, which made me wonder what the heck she was looking for. Did I have something on it? Your nose. She's gonna get it. Deanna's eyes seemed to almost glow as she looked into my eyes, which both scared me and made me feel warm and fuzzy. Deanna nodded her head, a small smirk painting her face.
Well, since you didn't specify what kind of power.
Political power. I mean, no. Wait, what? I raised my eyebrow. What was she thinking? Deanna stepped back and tapped her fingers on her crossed arms, trying to think. I was unsure of what ran through her mind, but I hoped it was good. As if coming up with a solution, Deanna finally lowered her arms and nodded to herself.
Very well, human. Power you want, so power you shall have.
I am down for this. Yes. Diana snapped her fingers, which caused a large beam of purple and black light shoot up from the pit beast below me. I became consumed in it, shutting my eyes tightly. The world around me became dark, and I didn't want to open my eyes for any reason. I couldn't feel myself at all. I couldn't even feel my own body. Darkness surrounded my body, and I felt weightless in its embrace. Was this what I wanted? Where was I? Was I dead? I couldn't be. This couldn't be what death was. I don't know. Are you sure about that? Might be. What was going to happen to me? Why was I in darkness? I didn't know what was happening, and I felt like screaming, but in the darkness like this, who would answer? Diana, where are you? I could hear my voice empty into the darkness without an echo. I was in an abyss, left alone with no one to turn to. Was this freedom? Was this power? What was this?
You're too chaotic for the world of humans, little girl.
Really?
I'm going
Cool.
to give you something very valuable.
Really?
So you best not squander the chance.
Okay. Will do. I looked around, trying to find Deanna. What was she talking about?
You're about to be reborn.
What?
You will be reborn into a powerful creature.
I'm a dragon?
So powerful, the Demon Lord himself will learn.
So I'm not a dragon. Well, now I'm disappointed.
And I'm going to give you the power to defeat him.
Really? That kind of sounds awesome. I felt my body quake in pain suddenly, forcing me to curl over my body and cry out. Gah! My clothes burnt off of me, and I watched in fright as my hands and feet began to darken into an inky and dangerous purple tint. The color traveled through my skin and made my body twitch in both pain and fear. I couldn't help but scream in agony at the pain rushing through me. It felt like my skin was burning away and being replaced by a new shell. It was a torturous mutation. I could feel marks burn themselves onto my flesh, marking my body in a purple tattoo gallery. As my head began to feel heavy, I gripped onto the sides of my head, only to feel something growing from each side. I gripped onto the new additions to my head and gasped. Horns? Was I becoming a devil? No. A demon. A demon. Yes, I was a demon. My life flashed before my eyes and burnt away like flowers in a wildfire. Each memory I held dear to me no longer existed in my mind, for I only could accept darkness. I was a demon. The name, I'm gonna butcher this, my apologies, Izario reverberated in my head. Was it my name? Was it a name of someone close to me? I couldn't place the name, so I placed it into the darkness of my mind as my first memory. I closed my eyes and breathed. I opened them and was staring into a castle hall, seated on a throne. I heard shouts and pleadings for help and aid from the servants around me. They were all scattered for the threat that was coming our way. One even approached me and asked what we should do. I stared at the demon servant, recognizing him as an underling. Another new memory. I crossed my legs and thought briefly. The Demon Lord was a powerful demon, willing to kill for territory. New memory acquired. Da-da-da-dum. I smirked. Okay. A second puberty? Horns aside, was very kind to her. Also, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to throw up any black boxes. Although, to be fair, in the very first video, I did give the age description warning that comes with this game. So, let's just move on. Let him come. I'm ready. I felt new memories of the world around me draw up from the darkness in my mind, telling me everything that I need to know about my situation. I was a succubus, and the new ruler of a territory the Demon King wanted. I wasn't going to let him take it so easily. I wouldn't allow it. I watched as my underlings scrambled under my command and instructed them specifically on what to do and how to prepare my new land for its intruder. And then I remembered. Azura gave me the power to defeat the Demon Lord while she was out on some mission or another. Whatever. I would take it and become a new being. Would she return? Not likely. She was too weak to return after ripping open a tear to the human world. She would be on her little mission forever, leaving me with her kingdom, unless she found a powerful enough human to grant her access back. She wouldn't know that, though. Not until the very last minute. Too bad. My mind allowed me to see all the power I had, and I smirked at the thought of each spell in my mind being powerful enough to wipe out kingdoms. Yeah, well, you got your wish, girl. Yes, this was what I wanted. This was my calling. I was free to carve my own path. I had the power to do it. This was my happily ever after. And I was surely going to enjoy every minute of it. End my kingdom, S. So yeah, that is the Chaos True ending. It's another interesting not romance path. Also, we unlocked the achievement My Kingdom. It's another interesting, as I was saying, non-romance path that shows you what happens if you do try dealing with Diana. But this by no means is the end of Diana in what her paths could be, as you saw me save. We'll see more of Diana in the coming sessions, but we are by no means done with this lady yet. And I think that's going to be it for right now. I'm going to cut the video, and until next, tack, lick it, lock, hiddo.